What is going on, guys? My name is Commander, and welcome to the week 1 of season 1 PDD post-game analysis conference, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to be doing these for every game, as you'll see the sheets coming up here in a second for our first game. I'll be doing these after every game, just talking about the game. This is kind of my post-game conference, you could say. That's the best way I could describe it. So we faced the Dunham Dogs, and the team that I predicted him to bring, he brought, of Mega Medicham, Fortress, Heatran, Superior, Mamoswine, Hydreigon. Obviously, if you don't remember our team builder or the game that went up yesterday or the team builder that went up 2 days ago, we had Victini, Azumarill, Skuntank, Mega Ampharos, Excadrill, and Lantern. And the mons that I expected to put in the work, and the mons that I expected not to put in the work definitely did not put in the work on my end. Victini does lead the league right now with 3 kills. We did get a kill with Azumarill, even though I'll talk about Azumarill later. Kind of a very controversial Pokemon right now. Skuntank, I was kind of worried more about Hoopa coming in, and Skuntank was to really answer that well. Also, a lead on Fortress, a good mon to move into Fortress on, but that really didn't happen. It just turned into, meat just to take life damage away from Superior. So, I'll go over the list if you can't read. Mamoswine killed Lantern, that was early on. And then Revenge killed Mamoswine with Azumarill. Life Orb ended up killing Azumarill, and I'll talk about Life Orb later. Superior killed Excadrill first because Mold Breaker killed Hydreigon, and I'll talk about all the mad stuff later. Superior got Skuntank and Mega Ampharos, and then I caught a break because I was lucky, and Victini killed Superior, Fortress, and Heatran, and then ended up Mega Medicham killing Victini for a 1-0 game. This was, you can ask them, was not a 1-0 game. It really should have been, it could have been a 6-0 game. But Podge did, I was expecting, because if you remember my team builder, Mamoswine was a really big issue with this team. And there was not a whole lot of mons I could bring in that wouldn't get completely bodied by a different mon. I mean, that's why I chose the team I did. I knew Azumarill had to take out Mamoswine, and Heatran, and then Victini could V-create everything else. That almost worked. Mamoswine took out Lantern because I had to live Earthquake. Otherwise, I think that was on Skuntank or Excadrill, because I had to live in Earthquake. And then I got care of Mamoswine with Azumarill, which worked really well. I'm not going to be running Life Orb Azumarill anymore. I don't like Life Orb because when you don't have any form of like Roost, things like that. So I'm probably not going to run Life Orb again. The only reason I saw Life Orb is if I could run through the team. However, Azumarill is way too slow to run through a team. But it did get a lot of damage on things. The controversial play was on Fortress, instead of clicking Waterfall, I clicked Aqua Jet, expecting him to be faster. And he was not faster. He was very slow speed, probably for a Gyro Ball. And that got up rocks, and that means I had to get in Skuntank to take out the rocks, which means that he could start setting up with Superior. And the only reason I got to get so far as I did was because Superior's Leaf Storm missed, and I clicked to V-create, and I got a kill, even though he had a boosted of Evasionness. From there, Victini ended up, because he swapped out, Fake Out, things like that, swapped out, and I got kills on Fortress and Heatran, which was good because I would have rather taken a 1-0 than most things. It's okay that I lost because I knew the team would not do very well. There's just nothing I could think of, and no one was helping me. So, yeah. That's why it was how it is. I'm happy for the 1-0. Podge did an amazing job. I knew his team would be scary. The challenge to do. We face Big Bad next. And I don't remember his team, but I am more confident in my plannings for that team. We're going to have certain Mons back that should have been on this team. However, I didn't. I saw that there was better choices. I will not switch out Azumarill despite what everyone wants. Azumarill is a very important part of my team, and I take pride in having 2 fairies. Anyway, I don't know if I liked Banded Victini. Scarf Victini would have been a whole lot helpful because Victini and Mega Medicham speed tie. I didn't realize that until I was calcing in battle, as you saw in my playback. They both calced at like 236. It's like, oh, and of course Mega Medicham won every single speed tie that it did with that, and that's why I wanted I should have had Ampharos paralyze. Of course, I tried to get Ampharos. As you saw, I tried to paralyze the Superior. However, I guess I really didn't expect Superior. Yeah, there's no way I could have possibly played for Superior. So, it's besides the point. That was my first game for any draft league ever, and I'm happy with it. There's some things I need to fix. I'm sure that I'm going to be... Oh, one thing. So through the draft, I talked a lot about getting hazards off. And when I critique teams and replays, the biggest thing I talk about is you should have got your hazards up sooner. I need to listen to myself. Well, I don't do that anyway. Like, I haven't had supper yet, so... and I'm recording this at midnight. So I don't really listen to myself, but I have a team that has 6 forms of hazards, and I brought 2 of them. Of course, Extra Drill was my only form of hazards that I was planning on the team. I did get those up later on, however, I had to defog those away. And that's where Fortress and the Azumarill Plague came in, etc. So, learn some lessons. No Life Orb Azumarill evermore. I mean, it was a smart decision, and if I run into a team with a prevalent grass type, I have ideas. Maybe. I don't know. But that is all. I hope you enjoyed this analysis video. Maybe clear up some thoughts, kind of cleared up some of my thoughts, so I can sleep now. So that is all. My name is Panda. Really hope you enjoyed. If you did, please leave a like, comment down below. And I shall see you next